Hi guys, welcome. It's Banter 2:30. I know it's a Tuesday night, but it's because I wasn't on last night. And yeah, I just want to show you what I all got, etc. The video footage from the weekend, I'll hopefully get that done before the weekend and get posted up so you can actually see what it was like. I know Little Bro Vape, he's got his one up. I don't know who else has, but I ken he has. But there actually wasn't many there that I seen. But anyway, in chat we've got Kyle. So hi Kyle. And we've got Graham. Hi Graham. Right. Both of your packages will be posted Saturday, and that's because I was waiting on Graham getting back to me. I hope he would have got back before now, or when he did, so I can get shipped today, but it didn't happen, so it'll be Saturday before I can get them shipped out. So sorry Kyle, you'll have to wait a wee bit longer. But they are boxed and ready to go. How was Expo? It was so-so. But we'll come back to that later on. Hi Susan. So what am I using? I've got my MVP with the mat tank on top. Inside that is the last of this blue gum for the Bruise Bros. So I'm using that. Also got the Argos XT kit with my PMP pod on top, and inside that I've got my spark out. That's the two that I'm using at the moment, plus more, but you'll get to see them just shortly. So what I came to Expo was this setup, and I had the Argos GT2 with the mat tank on top of that, and I also took my Hadron Plus as well. Only used that on Sunday, because I only had the batteries that was in it, because I forgot to take the other married set for it, so I couldn't use it that much. So I just used it on the Sunday with the mat tank on top. Stopped using this on, or I wasn't using this on the Sunday, because I put PMP on top of it, and I put the mat tank onto the Hadron, and the PMP obviously went on this, the GT2, because I only had 3 batteries for this. Obviously I used one going down, one on the Friday and one on the Saturday, so I didn't have any more batteries for it, because I didn't take sleeve and only had the 3 21-700s for it. So that's what all taken down. As you can see behind me, up here, there is lots more boxes. Let me open up this box here. And the first thing I'm going to show you is what came in before I went away. And that was this. It's a Zovo C1. There's a box for it. Not sure if you can see it anyway for the white. But yeah, it came in. It is a closed pod system. If we get this back in its wee bag, it comes in a wee pouch as usual. The only thing is, when you get this, you don't get any pods with it. It's just that on its own. Don't know if shops will do a deal where you get the actual pod and, well, the mod and the pods, because I've got one box up there and I've got another. I'm losing my box here. I've got another handful, and I mean a handful. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different flavours for it. There's 2 pods in a box, and I did get sent 4 of them, so I took 2 out, 1 of each colour, for the photo that I usually post up. But yeah, so I've got a good selection of pods to try, which is a good thing. And this is the package that they said that I didn't have to review, but I'm going to review anyway, because the kit's not out yet, so it will get reviewed. I think it's the end of this month that's coming out, or getting released, so I'm going to have that to do. So yeah, when's it getting done? I should have had the calendar up, but me not being ready as per usual. They're getting reviewed on the 1st of November. Well, that's when the review is going live, is the 1st of November, because I've obviously got this uni, whatever you want to call it, and their other one, the OLA, to review first, because obviously I received them first. I should actually fast track it, which means it'd be out a week before, because I've already started testing this for review for next week. But yeah, Graham, are you talking about this tank? The SMPO Uno, whatever. You can't actually purchase these over here, just because there's just capacity that's in it. And this is this the 10 milligram, 8 ohms, 16 watt, and it's not saying how much juice is in it, but if I mind right, I think it's about 10 that's in it. If it actually says, yeah, 10 mil e-liquid. So you can't really buy these over here. And I've got 2 flavours, because I've got this one, which is double apple, and then there's a mango ice that I've got as well, but I can't use that. I tried it and I can't use it. The only good thing about them is the accessories you get with it, because this is how it comes to you, and in the bottom, if I can get it off, and there is actually a wee cut out, maybe down there, that you can see where the 510 goes. So probably once I've reviewed it, I'm just going to cut this side here off the wee thin side. That's the outer side. Doesn't matter where I put this, the wee thin bit here. So I've got like a silica part for setting tanks on. So it is actually not too bad. Yeah, TPD out. Nah, it doesn't fade. Because I can still taste it at the moment. Because there is a mentholy taste to this as well. Or a nice taste, one or two. Which is the reason I don't actually vape them. Because I can't stand it. Right. What else, or what did I get at Expo? So I got this, which is just finished charging. That's the Oxiva X Slim SE. That's going to get reviewed on Saturday. It'll go up, and that's been a week I've been using it. Inside that I've got my spark out, because I chose between using the spark out or using the blue gum, and since I didn't have a lot of blue gum left, because that's all I've got left, if you can see the bottle, I thought I'd use the spark out because I just started using that for Expo. So I've got that in this at the moment. So I'm using this to move some stuff out of the way to keep the stuff I'm using close by. The next thing is when I get it open and get it out. But the only thing is I can't use it at the moment. Can anybody here guess what it is? Something that I can't use. You'll probably never get it. No comments. So what I got was this. The Titan PWM mod version 1.5. I know this is old, but I was talking to Andrew and said I've never actually reviewed that, and I was like, alright, here you go. So I got this to review, and obviously I can't use it because I don't have the batteries for it yet. Oh, come on. I hate trying to get into it. Takes four 18650s, 2 parallel, 2 series. So I'm going to have to go and buy 8 batteries for it. And that gives me 4 for using and 4 for charging. So I'm thinking about just buying Fogster's own 3000 milliamp hour batteries for it, just get 8 of them. But I don't know what the batteries are like. If anybody's used them, if you can mention in comments or in the chat, that would be good. I don't want to get batteries that are crap as such. So I'd rather know if the Fogster's own batteries are any good or not. Hi Freerider. So I think that's about 4-year-old. Hi Sean. The next thing, I'm hoping they are a good battery, Graham. Just for the price of them, eh? Another thing I got from Steam Crave was this. It's a Titan V2. I done the V1 back in 2018, but I never got the V2. So I was given that as well since I hadn't reviewed it. So both of them are a kit, and both go together. but they decided to give me them separate, so I'll do two reviews, one for each. So I've got that to do as well. And it does come with all your normal stuff, like so. Hi Sarah. And next we have if I can get it out. This wee thing. And this is the Upends Up box. And it is a open pod system. Put your own juice in it, which is good. You can do that. Graham, what code do you try to put in? No Sarah, this is me just showing everything that I received for review, which isn't actually that much considering. Just send in an email or message me on Facebook, etc. So I've got that as well. Can I get a box shot now? There's not much more to come, believe it or not. And then I got this wee thing. I'm probably going to fluff up the name of it. This FLFI Fleefy. And that's the transpod. And it is a pod. It comes out. It is a closed system. But again, it is replaceable pod, which isn't too bad. Let me make a note of that, because I'll have to order them after this so I can start using the mod. Now my pen's not working. So I've got this to review as well. Comes with a one pod. And that's the first sort of side by side pod kit disposable thing that I've had. Sorry. Obviously I've had the Vapoos one and that, but nothing like that. Yeah, so there's quite a few codes for them then. Next we have, obviously it's going to be another pod. Oh, typical. It's off onto bits. We get this. It's a V-Fuel Infinity. That's the battery, and there's your pod. So take the pod out of its wee holder, and it just fits in like so. So I do like the fact that they're giving you this wee holder for your pods, and it's not just a pod sitting on top and that's it. You do get the wee holder with it. Free max is so low. It's actually not too bad, Sean. What one are you talking about, coil? This one here that you can't see now. Then you get the wee holder for the pod, or the last side by side one, which was the one before that. That's it, that's all I got. Oh no, it's not. I've got my usual pod salt. So I've got another water bottle, a pen, an air freshener, a lanyard, a stress ball, some sort of book thing. I'm hoping it's not a diary. I've not opened it yet. And I've also got this wee box for them. If I go inside, trust me, you open at the bottom. You get 6 small boxes, and if I can pull one out, and maybe I put the box, you get their new flavours, and you can't really see it because of my light. So this is white grape, cucumber, apple, and it is an actual bottle. This has got 10 ml and 1% nicotine. So they have started to do their own juices. Because if I remember right, in May it was only their pods, but now they've got juices as well. Obviously I won't be reviewing them because I don't do juice reviews, but I will tell you what the flavours are like, if they're okay or not, because I'll just put them into pods. Oh, and I also received this that I can't show you until the 19th, but it's going to be getting reviewed that Friday, or the review will be up that Friday, Saturday. Saturday 22nd. I will say this, that they had one of them on the stall at Expo, so if you were at Expo you may have seen it. yeah, so I did purchase something. Couldn't go without purchasing anything. And just as I was leaving on the Sunday, Andrew at Steam Crave gave me two 21700 batteries. So I've got an additional two 21700 batteries for my Hadron Plus. They were doing the Pro of this, that's one with the LiPo battery, for £45, and that was including the battery at Expo. It's LiPo. I didn't want to go down that route, so I didn't bother. Because then you're talking, you either use the mod to charge the battery, or you buy yourself a dedicated LiPo battery charger. I've got a LiPo charger, but I just don't want all the fluffing about with it. So, what did I buy? Yeah, you're being jammy coil. It's a mod, and it's a mod that I've not ventured into yet. Can anybody tell me what mod it could be? No, Sarah, he's not telling lies, he is telling the truth. Mech? No, I have ventured into mechs, Graham. I think it's only Graham that's trying to figure it out, but I haven't ventured into yet. I'll give you another couple of minutes to see if you figure it out. For Expo, I left here Thursday, got down there, emptied my bag, found my camcorder, but I had left the battery in the house. It was sitting just there where it is. So I didn't have a battery for my camera, or the camcorder. No, Graham, it's not a heat not burn. But in saying that, I did actually get some stuff today with it. Yeah, I got that with holiday packs with wee sticks in them, but I won't be using them, considering they didn't even give my device, so I can't even get away. And I also got a wee pouch for them as well. Sarah, try to figure out what mod I haven't went down, or what item I've not went down the road off yet. So anyway, on the Thursday when I got there, I noticed I didn't have batteries. So I had to go into Amazon and buy batteries and get them delivered. I'm just glad there's an Amazon box right outside the hotel. So I ordered it, they got delivered on Friday, so I managed to actually have batteries for the show for the Saturday and the Sunday. Either that, there wouldn't have been any video footage at all. A billet box. Yes and no, if that makes sense. Because obviously billet box is a brand. Yeah, it was handy having the box right at the hotel entrance. Because if it wasn't there, I wouldn't have got it at all. Yeah, Sarah's right. Borrow mods. So I did buy one, and I purchased this. Put it up the right way, just so you can see it. Yeah, so that's it, stubby mod. And I've got its own tank inside it, or its own borrow tank, which is bigger than normal, because I get a wee block that sits down the bottom here for taking standard tanks, etc. Yeah, as it's designed by Bogan, produced by Suicide Mods, is it? I think so. So yeah, I bought that. And I got Bogan to sign it. And it comes with the tank, as I said, in its own wee box. I was trying to get the pink one, because there was only 250 made, but he didn't have none there left by the time I went to go and get it. And along with it, I got this as well. Switch you off, and that's the ether borrow tank, and I got him to sign that as well. So that was my purchase for the weekend. I know another 2 borrow mods I want, and that's the VI for Yeehee and the, I can't mind the name of it, but Steam Crave are bringing one out as well. Is it the Mason? That sounds familiar. So yeah, I'm hoping to get both of them. The Yeehee one's due out the end of this month, and the Steam Crave one's due out November. So I thought I'd better get one of them and start playing about with them, just in case they get sent in for review. If not, I'll go out and buy them. can't mind if I said hi clear or no, but there you go, I've done it again if I have. Expo was actually not too bad, Claire. In a way. There was loads of pods there. Speaking to all the pod manufacturers that was there, some of them have started to go in the route of open and close pod systems. So that's like this, where you take the pod off and it's just a pod you throw away. So I'm hoping come next year there's going to be a lot less disposable and more of open and closed pods. So yeah, there was one company there that had a smart disposable, but with it being disposable I wasn't taking it, and it was actually made out of wood and had a variety of them, but you'll get to see them in the expo video once I edit it and get it shown or get it uploaded and whatnot, so you will actually get to see them. And they're the same, they're doing I think there's an open pod system that they're going to be doing, and it's still going to be made in wood. High above the clouds. So yeah, I actually like to look at them, but as I say, since it was a disposable pod, there was no point in getting one, because I never took any standard disposable pods at all. Obviously I went up and spoke to them to find out if that's all they were doing, and it was, but then they would tell me about them starting to do the open and closed pod systems. So hopefully come May it will be better. There was a lot of dead space there, because there was a booth if you want to go and get a massage. There was a booth with the hand warming gel things. I don't even think I've got one up here. No. It's like a liquid with a disc in it. You crack the disc and it makes it hard and heats up. There was actually a stall selling them. Nothing at all to do with vaping. Same with massage. Nothing at all to do with vaping. But they were there. I did have a shot on the dodgems, and I went on with Simon and Haley, just for shits and giggles. Didn't go another one, but at least I did hear a shot on the dodgems. I couldn't tell you, Graham. I honestly couldn't tell you. I didn't even entertain them, because what was the point of them being there? They were nothing at all to do with vaping. But in saying that, there was the dodgems in that, but yeah, they were still good. Well, the dodgems was anyway. There was quite a few people actually got massages, because every time I walked around there was at least one person sitting in the seat. But for the majority of the weekend I just sat at the Steam Crave stall, just talking to Andrew. So if you were hunting for me, that's where you would have found me. Probably at Steam Crave stall. Nah, Clay, you didn't go down there for to get a massage. I didn't go into the casino, and apparently you could win stuff inside there. On the, I think it was a Friday, they were giving away 50 casino pounds, dollars, whatever they were classing them as you went in. But I never seen them there on the Saturday or the Sunday, so I don't know if they were charging or not. Susan, you're probably right. But yeah, it was actually not too bad. At night time it was boring. There was no very many vapors actually staying in the hotel. I think the Saturday I seen about 5 in a group, but I think they were from one of the stalls. Zara from Oxford was in the hotel. Big Bold, they were in the hotel. But every time I went out for a vape, there was none of them to be seen. So yeah. Talking about which. Above the clouds, I didn't pick up any juice. I've still got juice here for May Expo. You can't really see them. Turn my chair. I've still got juices from the last expo in May. So my intention wasn't to go and get juice or anything like that. It was just mainly to try and get more companies to help the channel along. And I went for in the Banter, which there was none apart from at the show. But apparently in May everybody's going back to the hotel and going. So hopefully it'll be better then. I did have Simon and Haley come along to the hotel on Saturday night for a drink for a couple of hours. So we sat outside under the trees on their park bench things for a couple of hours and had a few drinks. But other than that, there's not very many people there. At the hotel anyway. Right, as I was going to say, Zara from Oxford on what day was it? Saturday? Yeah, I think it was a Saturday. She was walking around with a cock that was about that size, bigger than my head, a wooden one. Yeah, and it was a fright when I first seen it, because I just caught a glimpse of it, and it wasn't until I was walking around again that I actually seen it. So there was some laughs about it. I've not even got my juice out tonight. I couldn't tell you, Sarah. But yeah, we've got 10 minutes left, so if you've got questions, ask away and I'll try and answer them. Hit it up then, Coil. forget how much fun it is vaping on something that's using the wire for your juice flow up. So it's actually 4 strands of wire in it. Watch this, I'll not be able to get it off now. No, I forgot to tighten that, didn't I? Yeah, I tightened it and I can't get it back off. Oh, come here. So, there's the tank that comes with it. As you can see, there's 2 wires on each side. And you just place your cotton on top, like so. Been years since I've dealt with stuff like that. Because not long after we started using cotton that somebody brought an RDTA out, I think it was, with the wire wick. I've had a couple with it, but it is strange to actually go back to it. You're supposed to make sure it's in straight before you tighten that. So it is some fun and games with it. Right. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There you go. So if anybody can answer that, good luck to you. High hills. Right, Sarah, I don't have a clue for your question. Maybe somebody else does. I'm positive I met you in May Hills. I'm positive I did. Because I know I've met Vinny then, and I'm positive you two were there as well. You and Simon. Oh, and I spoke to a company about sponsoring the channel, and they're going to get back to me. So fingers crossed they do, and that'll give me one sponsor. Just have to find another one. Yeah, you did that. I think it was only actually you and Simon and me that was only 3 sort of reviewers there, or people that do YouTube, that I can think of. It was there anyway. Don't know, Sarah, I don't watch football. No, there wasn't that much there. There was quite a few there on Saturday for the one day just. But other than that, no, there wasn't many walking about for the full weekend. So Sarah, I'm not the only one that's mixing up names between you and Susan. Yeah, I'm about to go off coil. I don't know if Nature Vape's on tonight or not. Just one check. No, he's not on tonight. I'm positive it's a Tuesday at 8:30 that Mark comes on. Don't know if he's on every week or not. But he doesn't seem to be on tonight. Just mainly the expo hills. Showing everybody what I've got for review and purchase. You must be doing it on Facebook or something, Graham. Yeah, so if he's every 2 weeks, he was on last week. So that's probably why he's not on this week. So it's not too bad then. At least I'm not over the top of him. Like what the laid back vape show done to me. Moved their time so they're on top of me. Hi Cheesh. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm still charging batteries. The order that I placed for the new power cable for the older charger, this one here, has been cancelled because apparently they're not making them anymore and Fastec can't get them. So I've been refunded my money, and I'm going to have to try and get one from eBay or Amazon. But that one is going to be a spare anyway once I get the new one, which isn't going to get shipped until I think it was Friday it said, and it will still take about 2 weeks to come for China. Yeah, Friday is the expected shipping date, so that's got to be about the end of the month before I get my other charger. So as it stands, I'm using one charger to try and charge all my batteries, which isn't very good. Oh, wheels of mind. I should have actually done this ages ago. I'm gonna pick them up. Right, Sarah, since you got the question right, what's the one thing that I don't or haven't ventured into yet? Do you want a Univapo UA24 tank? Yeah, that's my phone going off because I never silenced it. The Vaporesso Lux Q. Steam Crave Aromomizer Classic Mouth to Lung RTA. Better check it's in here. And the Steam Crave Hadron Mini Combo. Since you got the question right, do you want them? You will have to pay for the shipping, and that will be the last giveaway for the 1500 sub. I better not put it next to them because I'll get them mixed up. I need a bit of paper. Is Sarah still here or is Sarah away? Anybody above the clouds speak to you later? Just check my chart. Yeah, Hales, I ordered another Opus BT3100 like this. And that is the version 2.2. So I've got that coming from Fastec. But as I say, it's not going to get shipped to Friday, which takes a fortnight to get here. Graham, I don't think Sarah's actually on. I think Sarah is away. When did she last post? Yeah, ages ago. Well, Susan tells Sarah to come back to the chat. Hi, Stuart. Do you want your winnings for getting the question right? No reply. You'll have to watch the replay to find out. There's a kit, a mouth to lung tank, a pod system, and a Stockholm tank. But you will have to pay for the shipping. Yeah, you were banned anyway, Coyle. You won 2 of them. You weren't getting a third. Perfect to Susan. I don't know if Susan would actually use them, to be honest. No, give it to Graham. Perfect to Graham. Right, I'll do that. No, Claire, it's not a wee prize. I don't know how much they are, but they're not cheap. they'll do. Right, for this kit here alone is £140, and that's for e-cig one, which is about one of the cheapest ones going. So it's not cheap giveaway. Let me see who else is there. They're the same price. There's coil. No sure, it's a single battery mod. It was a Hadron Mini combo kit. Yeah, never use cap locks or all cap locks. Yeah, Chish, that's why I use Nightbot. It says me trying to control it. No, it's not a LiPo shit. As far as I'm aware, Steam Crave only brought out one mod with a LiPo, and that was a Pro. And that Expo they were selling the Pro for £45 just to get rid of it, because I've stopped producing it. And it's discontinuing. What else did Steam Crave here on deal? The mini robot kit. They were selling that for a tenner. It sold out on Saturday. But I didn't actually see much deals going on. There was more stalls selling items, like Oxvilla. They were just about sold out by the Sunday or the Saturday night. Geek Vapeware, Steam Crave obviously was, which is better than what they were doing in May, because they weren't even selling in May. But at least this time they were. Yeah, Coil, stop using cap locks and you wouldn't get timed out. How many times have I to tell you? was hells. Cause in May Geek Vape were selling geek bars just. They weren't selling their own mods or tanks or anything. Where this time they were. Steam Crave wasn't selling in May. They were this time. Freemax was there selling, but they were selling in May too. But yeah. Coil, you were timed out for 5 seconds. Cause you put him as Steam Crave selling their AIO. No, they weren't. And you had it all in caps lock. They had 1 prototype there that worked and 2 that was only for display purposes. So you could try it when you were there, but you couldn't buy it. It's not getting released until the end of the month. Coil, I've just answered your question. But I could tell you who's got one that's working. And that's Andrew for Steam Crave. It does hells. If I don't get it sent on for review, I'll go out and buy it. Same with the Yeehee one. But I think once the Yeehee one is on the market, it's going to be hard to try and actually get it. Just with it being so cheap. Well, Coil stopped doing things that you're not supposed to do, like all cap locks and loads of emojis, and then you wouldn't get timed out. And because they two are coming out, that's why I bought this wee boy. And this was selling for 135, and for the Ether Borrow it was 65 at the show. The pink one of this was a bit dearer, just because it was a limited edition. Coil, not when Nightbot's about, because it just times you out. It is. The tank's a bit different. It comes with the stubby tank. Because it's using steel wire for your wicking. And the last time I seen one of them was a good few years ago. You're talking maybe 2018, 2019 was the last time I seen anything using the wire for wicking. I am trying to get a bridge for this. That'll take my PMP coils as well. Trying to get a bridge for it. No, it's just easier here Nightbot saves me putting in the stuff that scrolls up the screen. Like just above your last post coil, you've got the one about my backup channel. The end of your cotton sits on the cable. If I get a piece of my cotton, I have to put myself on my computer so I can see what I'm doing. Right, there's your wire, or your rope. You set the cotton on that way. Don't put it that way, you put it that way. If you put it the other way, it doesn't wick as quick. So you're better to have the ends of the cotton touching the end of the steel wire. Sarah, does it take the PMP coils or the Vaporesso GTX, is it? Yeah. The Vaporesso GTX and the Vapo PMP. I just wish shops would get the new PMP TW coils in, so I can get some. I did manage to pick one up at Expo, so that'll do me a week and a bit. Thank you, Sarah. I know the PMP bridge takes the coils like this, with a flat top, and it doesn't take the ones that are mouth to lung, where it goes in at the top and up. No bother, Hales. Stay safe. Yeah, Graham, I reckon you should try one of the TW20 coils and see what the difference is between them. I don't even think they brought out their own RBA TPP adapter. Let's see if I've got the PMP one that they brought out. I think I have somewhere. Should just try to find it in this junk room. I'm positive I did hear it. No, Coil, you'd get my channel shut down. So you would. And this is a banner, it's not a show. If it was a show like what I done with Dimmy, then yeah. But this is just like a banter vlog sort of thing. But I'm needing to either get on a show or make a show again. just so I'm not stuck with the banter for the lives, just because this is the only time I go live is when I'm doing a banter, which is usually Monday nights. I know this is Tuesday, but I wasn't doing one last night because I was too tired. Had loads of batteries to charge, which I'm still doing at present. See, if I had the other charger running at the same time, I could have been finished them, but because I haven't, they're not. Do you like net tobaccos? No. Well, shoot, you can have them all. I'm going to pull out my 3D printer and make some sort of holder for the borrow tanks. Just so if I'm not using it, they won't fall over, etc, etc. I have to take this top off to get it out again, don't I? Because try to set it on, well, this one's got a 510 pin, but try to set them up right, could be a wee bit of a pain. So it's just a case of waiting to see if somebody's already designed one for the printers, or if I have to design one myself. But I will get one done, just so that they're not falling over everywhere. Because that's the original bridge I've got with it, or the borrow tank. I've got the ether one there as well, so there's two. If I get the PMP one, there's three. So yeah. No bother, Graham. As I said, I'll ship you a parcel out on Saturday. Now, yours may be a wee bit dearer, depending on the box size, etc. So, I'll contact you with a tracking number. You may have, I don't know, £1 or something extra to pay maybe, but hopefully you won't. And I'll make sure it's shipped to you. Good point, Coyle. So I've got 7 thumbs up, 11 watching. Don't know where the most has been. 14. That's not bad. That's a wee bit more than what I usually get. It's usually about 10, 11. That's the packaging inside them, Graham. Yeah, with the mini being a big box. And yeah, I'll check and see what the dimensions are for it to be the same price, and I'll try and find a box just a wee bit weird in it and try and fit everything in it. And it's down to weight. Right, so that's after 9:30. That's an hour and a half I've been on. Wow. Yeah, right, I'm going to call it. So I have to thank everybody that did come along tonight on an off night and chatted in chat and kept it going. So thanks to all of yous. If you're watching the replay of this, come along to the live show on a Monday night at 8 o'clock. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do so you can actually chat, because you have to be subscribed for 40 minutes before you can go into chat. So make sure you subscribe to the channel before the start of the show. So you're talking about 7 o'clock, just so that you can comment as soon as your show starts. So yeah, so thanks again to everybody that did come along. As always, stay safe and bye just now.